What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, cousin?
Listen, man. When I first started the podcast, it was just me and the idea was just me and one more female. But I definitely wanted to bring in one other person that brought a different perspective to the podcast. So I'm definitely honored to have you here, and I just wanted to ask you a couple questions, just so the family and the audience can get to know you on a personal basis before we start season 2.
Okay, what you got?
So, what do you feel is your purpose in life?
That's a good one. I feel my purpose in life would have to be the main thing that I look for is to try to give back and be impactful to somebody. I want to leave this earth knowing that I changed somebody's life, or I was better for somebody. Okay. That could be family, a stranger. That ties into the work that I do.
Okay, and that is?
Well, I'm in the health field.
Okay. If you could bring back one person that has passed away and have an hour-long one-on-one conversation with this person, male or female, who would it be? Anybody besides family, somebody that you feel impacted you in a way, or somebody that you might have looked up to on a famous level.
And it can't be family.
Can't be family. Going all the way back to the beginning of the time. Pac? Okay.
Just because his impact was so crazy.
Yeah.
I would like to know his thoughts. Like, how did you think about this when you was in school? Did you feel down? What kept you going? Different things. What was your mindset when you was beefing with Biggie? Did you really want him dead? How you felt about that?
Yeah. Pac is definitely, if you make a Mount Rushmore, and I actually be having this conversation with like a lot of my homies, like if you was to make a Mount Rushmore of the most influential
Pac definitely up there.
Black, it's a lot of black men that was powerful, but I feel like a name that's not mentioned enough is Pac.
Yeah, Pac changed the whole thing, man.
Pac, when it comes to the hip hop, our culture, Pac definitely should be. Of course, you got the obvious, the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings, the Bob Marleys, Nelson Mandela, but Pac is definitely.
He was more impactful for the culture.
I agree.
And he had two sides to him, so I would love to tap into that poetry side of Pac.
I agree. Okay, so we're gonna kind of move on to a different topic. So when we're talking about women, if you could bring back, or not even bring back, what is one woman? If you could be with one woman in the world, who would that woman be?
Shit, it used to be Alicia Keys before she got with Swiss Beats. After that, it was over with. So really, I don't know now.
If you could go on a date with one woman and you could make her your woman, and you had a genie that was like, yo, just say her name, she yours.
Damn, that's too easy. I don't know. I don't know. Beyonce, I guess. Can I take her from Jay?
You would take Hope?
It's my world.
Yeah, okay. Shout out Beyonce. Okay, so
no, that's a lie. I really don't like Beyonce, so I'm lying to myself.
So you don't know?
Nah, I really don't know. I don't think about stuff like that.
Okay. So, in your opinion, who are the most influential black men to ever walk the earth?
Of course, everybody want to say Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm. So your Mount Rushmore of black men, if you had to pick 4.
That impact the world.
That impacted the world. Or that impacted you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain men who impacted me, and a lot of people wouldn't put them on the Mount Rushmore. Like, I'm a big fan of Marcus Garvey, but a lot of people don't even really know who Marcus Garvey was. You know what I'm saying? So he would be on my Mount Rushmore, but he probably wouldn't be on the next man. So it don't have to be like just the prototypical names that everybody say. Just in your opinion, who would be on your Mount Rushmore?
Well, Martin Luther King for his impact he had. Obama for his impact he had.
Okay.
LeBron because I think that he's the best player ever after Jordan. We can fight about it later.
You would put Bronny on the Mount Rushmore?
For me.
Okay.
I mean, that's my favorite player. That's who, I like,
Okay. So you got MLK, Obama, and Bronny.
Yeah. And Malcolm X.
And Malcolm X. I like that list.
I like Malcolm X because he was no nonsense.
Yeah.
And we need that.
Malcolm X is definitely on my Mount Rushmore. I like that. Okay, so this is a question I ask a lot of people. If you were stuck on an island for a year and you only could take 3 albums with you, what 3 albums would you take?
3 albums?
3 albums. And we 30. So it's a lot of music, a lot of good music.
That's hard.
But you only could take 3.
Blueprint.
The original joint?
Pop, All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
God, it's hard. And I like, I guess because it's fresh. Gotti new album.
Yo, Gotti new joint?
It's going crazy.
It is?
Top to bottom.
But
it's fresh, so
yeah.
Because it's a lot I can. The whole thing, yeah. Gotti never disappoints with his albums.
I'm not a big Gotti fan,
but it's because he's talking some real shit.
Okay.
He's not just rapping.
Okay.
He's talking about, putting yourself in a better position to win, per se, with the music. How he bought himself out his contract, now how he's with Rock Nation, a whole bunch of things. Just being a big homie the right way.
Okay. I did hear that song though. He got a song in there called, I think, Big Homie Talk or something.
Big Homie Rules.
Big Homie, yeah, that joint is fire. That joint is fire. Okay. If you could go back in life and change anything about your past, what would it be?
I wouldn't went to college. It's a scam.
Yeah.
Or if I did, I wish I would have started out with the major that I finished with my undergrad, because then I would have had I would have been in a better position.
Okay. That's definitely something.
But I definitely wouldn't have. I would have not been able to meet certain people that I met, but it's a scam, bro.
Yeah, and that's something that I definitely want to talk about when we do start the podcast for season 2, when it comes to like entrepreneurship. And I think you'll bring a very different perspective from me, because I didn't go to college. Well, I went for a semester and then I said it wasn't it. But since you went to college and you graduated, got your degree and all that, just having that perspective of the college student and doing all that, I feel like for the topics that we're going to be talking about, you definitely going to bring a different perspective that a lot of people need to hear.
Yeah, I mean, because you
can also elaborate on that.
You got a white college student and you got a black college student, like 2 different students.
Right.
I have a master's and I'm still finding it hard sometimes to get to that next step where my white colleague is already advanced. But that goes to the position that they're put in too, because their parents put them in positions as they're in school.
Facts.
So it's both, win and lose situation, but I probably wouldn't have went. Yeah. Honestly.
I don't know if it was you that said this or if it was somebody else. I think I was talking, either it was you or one of my homeboys, but he was like, it's not what you know.
It's who knows you.
It's who knows you. Yeah, you said that.
We talked about that the other day.
Yeah, that
it's not what you know in this world, it's who knows you, and it's not even who you know.
Right, it's who knows you.
Yep.
Because everything is about putting people on. Like this whole world is about passing the torch on. Like somebody has to
Somebody has to.
Either put you on or give you some type of knowledge in some type of way to help you advance. So I definitely agree with that.
And we don't do that, but
we don't. But we definitely gonna get on that when the season starts. If you could travel anywhere in the world, any 3 countries, or if it could be somewhere in the United States, but if you could travel anywhere in the world, any 3 places, where would it be?
I always wanted to go to Spain.
Okay.
I actually got a friend out there hooping right now in Madrid. For some reason, I've always been fascinated by Madrid.
Okay.
I kind of want to do that soon before he leaves from the plane over there.
Okay.
I'm originally from Africa, so I've already got that experience.
Okay.
Especially going to school there.
Yeah.
But I would like to go to South Africa. And my third one, probably Dubai.
Dubai is definitely on the list. Yeah, Dubai is crazy. I watched a video on Dubai. Dubai is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the downtown Dubai, like the city.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It looked like something out of a movie from like 2050. Like Dubai is definitely one of them countries that I definitely want to go to as well. Where do you see yourself at 10 years from now?
Hopefully married with children.
Okay.
Somewhere better in my career.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to get on that soon. 10 years be here before you know it.
10 years we'll be here. If you were to describe yourself in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Funny.
Okay.
A leader. And funny, a leader, and impactful.
Okay. So since we just talked about family and that's something that you want to do, and I definitely want to touch on uplifting black men and putting younger black men in better positions to be family men. And that's something that we definitely going to talk about when the season starts as well. What are 3 qualities that you feel, what are the 3 qualities that you feel you need to have before starting a family?
Leadership is one, because you the household, you gotta have everything structured, financially stable, because that's the main cause of divorces for the most part, and patience.
That's definitely patience is definitely big. And my last question for you, sir, is what do you think that you can bring to this podcast?
Besides chocolate, it's a lot of chocolate, you know. Besides that, just some real, because I'm gonna give you both good and bad.
Right.
You know, just like if I want somebody to give me good and bad, you know. But just open honesty, and a little bit of knowledge from Jody's perspective.
Okay. Well, Mr. Jody Fresh, I definitely am looking forward to starting this podcast. Me, you, Erica Simone. I really feel like this vibe was a little bit more serious, but I feel like once we start, people definitely gonna see the more fun side. I definitely want to be funny. I definitely want people to enjoy our podcast, but at the same time, I definitely want to drop some jewels,
take some knowledge
here and there, and give the knowledge that we do have. Because I think all 3 of us' perspective coming together and putting it all out at the same time, I think it could really be something big. I think we all gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. I appreciate you joining.
Always, family.
Appreciate you joining the team.
This is the A and B Conversation Podcast.